Hey there, partner. Didn't see you there. Me? I'm just chilling in the desert. Why don't you come on by and sit on down on this nice soft sand and let me tell you a story about today's sponsor. That's the best intro I can do. I don't know what else to put. What the fuck do I say? I've seen my fair share of bad apples in media, and some of the characters are either downright awful or just misunderstood. Which leads us to our first villain, Walter White from Breaking Bad. Now, I know this show has been talked a lot before, but let me just share how this character is. So it starts off with Walter White living this mundane life, being unhappy and unfulfilled, working jobs he doesn't really feel anything towards, yet he still tries to make ends meet. As the show went on, you start to slowly see who he really is. And it makes the spiralization into the madness more intense with each episode he is in. It's like a really bad roller coaster ride watching a dude break bad. But in all seriousness, once you see how he is from other people's POV, you really feel unease to it all. I think the last episode of Better Call Saul really presents that. I like reading manga from time to time and seeing the art and visuals of every page I read, especially manga like One Punch Man, which leads us to Garo. I don't think he's a villain per se, but he is a person who has done bad things. So I guess like an anti-hero, maybe an antagonist, but he's still a pretty cool character. Yeah, he wasn't always like that. He grew up as this unpopular social outcast that nobody really seemed to like. He was bullied, but he still held on to his beliefs. Later on, he starts to develop more into his beliefs and becomes almost like a monster with nothing to lose. And then he finally becomes a literal monster later on in the story. But throughout all of that, he never really killed anyone. Garo is in this middle gray area of morality, and I think that just makes his character badass. I like animation, and growing up I'd see tons of videos, cartoons, movies, and shows. I don't know where I'm going with this, but Death. Death is this antagonist from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. He is this very mysterious yet also just a chill guy who seems to be doing his job. He never really kills anyone that doesn't deserve it, but he's just there in the background waiting for his opportunity. And the whistle he does when he does appear seems so chilling. The way he represents himself in this calm yet menacing demeanor and his voice, it's as if he doesn't take anything seriously until he has to do his job, which I kind of like about the character. Bro is just a chill dude who likes his job. An honorable mention I would like to share is Micah Bell from Red Dead Redemption 2. I won't go much into details due to spoilers, so I recommend the game. It's pretty good. Trust me, you won't regret it. Just make sure to bring a box of tissues with you. You're gonna be crying a lot. Micah is a really bad apple. I think he's just those villains who are just bad just cause. Once you learn more about him as the story progresses, it makes you really start to hate him. That's all I've got to say about him. Like I said, I can't get much into it without spoiling it, and I don't want to ruin it for some of you guys in case you want to play the game. So, final villain I want to mention is Anton Chigurh. This dude is a menace. Every time he shows up on screen, he always ends up getting rid of someone, whether they deserved it or not. He would do anything to get what he wants and thinks of himself as a representative of death. And just like Two-Face, he would flip a coin to decide the fate of his victims. I think a chilling scene for me from him was when he pulled over an innocent person and calmly asked him to step out of the car. The way he speaks while carrying that captive bolt pistol and then slowly pressing it against the guy's head and ending him, it was so casual yet like pretty spooky, I should say. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make another video about this or a part 2 or anything like that. I might, I don't know, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I wanted to share this with you guys because I've been watching like movies and TV shows recently, and I was like, hey, I want to talk about this. So yeah, until next time,